The Camino de Santiago is a well-traversed pilgrimage route dating back to medieval times. Legend recalls that the remains of the Christian apostle St. James the Great were mysteriously discovered at the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela in Spain after having thought to be lost. And for centuries, pilgrims have traveled the route, also known as the Way of St. James, for spiritual reasons. A new film debuts next week, The Camino Within, and follows pilgrims along the way, sharing their stories and profound experiences about how walking the Camino changes them in different ways. I sat down this week with Deacon Andrew Hogan, who has personally walked on the Camino twice, to learn more about how this journey inspired him and deepened his Catholic faith. It's a time to be one with nature.
Hear it? I don't know if there's multiple of those in the woods, and every time I come by one, they make that noise, but or something's following me. I can't see what it is.
And followed every step of the way by the Holy Spirit.
I feel so beat up and so sore, but you know, it's all good. Connecting it to the suffering of Christ is a beautiful thing. Doesn't feel beautiful at the time, though, does it? God bless. Day 3 of the Camino.
Deacon Andrew Hogan from Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament Parish in Westfield made a video diary during his 2 pilgrimages walking the Camino de Santiago to the Cathedral of St. James in Santiago, Spain. Inspired by the 2010 film The Way by Emilio Estevez and starring Martin Sheen, Deacon Hogan walked in 2015 as part of his discernment before being accepted into the diaconate program.
So I thought, what better way to go by myself to another country with just a backpack and a walking stick and discern, so that's what I did.
A knee injury prevented him from completing that pilgrimage, but in 2021, in October, he walked the 77-mile English Way. The Camino to Santiago is a 1,000-year-old pilgrimage to the cathedral where the remains of St. James the Apostle are said to be enshrined. Walking through vineyards, industrial areas, cities, and mountains. It's a time to be alone, away from the distractions of the world, says Deacon Hogan. He started with a heavy backpack with some unnecessary things, he says, like shampoo, conditioner, and hair gel, and quickly lightened his load.
And that's really what a pilgrimage it should do. It should bring you to a place that you haven't been. It's going to strip away the rest of the things in your life so you can focus on yourself and God, your relationship between the two.
Along his particular way, walking on a trail marked with yellow arrows or the traditional scalloped shell, he would pray, enjoy the spectacular views along the way while meeting fellow pilgrims whose stories he would hold dear. But ultimately, it was all between the deacon and God.
Has been just incredible to sit back and have that perspective on the Camino. To say to God that I'm going to spend time on this journey talking to you, learning about you, thanking you, and understanding you a little more as I go. And reaching the end of that and saying, now I want more. Now I want more. I want this every second of my life.
If you're looking for some Lenten inspiration, The Camino Within will play in theaters this Tuesday, March 28th. Produced by Ahava Productions, Santiago, The Camino Within is narrated by Bishop Donald Hying of Madison, Wisconsin, who leads pilgrims on the physically arduous journey.